Hello and welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. In this video, Reverend Jesse Lee Peterson has a heated conversation with a sister. This was after he posed a question to a sister to say what is wrong with black people that they're not smart enough to earn their own way without complaining. Now, a sister gives a very interesting answer to this question, which makes their conversation even more heated up. You don't want to miss this, so make sure to watch this video till the very end. Here's the video as you listen to how a sister responded to this question.
What is wrong with black people that they're not smart enough to earn their own way without complaining?
Black people are so smart that we are the ones that white people, ignorant white people, came over to the motherland to build this nation.
That's not true.
Black people are so.
That's not true. You're not an honest person. That's not true. Black people were sold. That's not true. Hey, black people were sold by other blacks to the Arabs, and the Arabs sold the blacks around the world. It wasn't white people.
Reverend Jesse. White people stole us.
That's not true. That's not true.
We built the Capitol. We built the White House.
Y'all didn't do nothing.
We built many of the edifices that are in Washington, D.C. We did the layouts for the government.
Wow. So if you people are so smart, why are you still begging? Why are you destructive? Why are you begging and whining? If you're so smart, why isn't that happening now? Begging
who? I don't believe in begging white people for
You're begging for reparation from whites. You're begging from affirmative action. You're begging to get into their schools without earning the way. You're begging to be air traffic controllers without having to pass the test. You're begging for everything, for food stamp, for free health care, free government cheese, and all kind of stuff. You're just begging. If you're so smart, act like it and stop begging. Why are you begging?
This video has earned popularity, especially among the majority of palm color people. A lot of them commented and some were duetting the video and just agreeing to what Reverend Jesse Lee was saying. It was like music to their ears, guys. With that said, come with me as we check out these teachers. Trust me, you don't want to miss this part.
So smart. Why?
I hate that the internet allow coons to really go ahead and like set narratives that are just outrageous to me. Like, how you a black man and you gonna be like, why are black people bad? You a black man, why can't you answer the question? And if it's a problem that, you know, why are white people taking? They're taking all this stuff graciously, and they're taking the stuff away from us. So now we got to be put in positions where we got to beg for this shit. We got to beg for equality. Because who else going to give it to us? You just going to sit there cooning out. Just happy master give you crumbs,
Have to earn their own way.
What is wrong with him that he's not smart enough to read a book, to go a little further? The more you learn, the more you know. What he's saying is just idiotic.
To earn their own.
Bro, ain't no way you just did this. Ain't no fucking way in the hell you just posted this shit. First off, Jesse Lee Peterson has about as much credibility as dog shit. Listening to him is like listening to my stomach digest my food. It serves no earthly fucking purpose whatsoever. Let's just start there. And I'm not even going to mention the fact that he's a closeted gay man that won't come out of the closet because dumbass like yourself. Woke black supremacist. What is that? Woke is a word that used to be really, really cool when hip hop and black folks had it. And then white people got a hold of it and then completely fucked it all up. Now everything is woke with that goofy shit. Black supremacist. What does that mean? Can you give examples of this black supremacist? Can you? Of course you can't. Because it's a ridiculous argument to begin with. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What is black supremacy? What is it? What is it? You goofy Indonesians love saying that shit, but y'all can never prove what it means. That ranks right up there next to anybody can be racist. Somebody called me a cracker, and I felt like I needed to call Martin Luther the King. It's ignorant shit coming out of y'all mouths. Because y'all believe the same goofy shit that goofy-ass conservative white people believe. The woke mind virus is coming. It's a primitive. Because y'all can't keep blood out of your goddamn mouths. And you want to talk about complaining? Do you really want to talk about complaining? Because what y'all mistake black people for doing, complaining, is actually us bringing up history. You know that thing that learn from the past so you can be better in the future? That? You know that thing that y'all run from? Yeah, that's us. Ain't nobody complaining. We're telling the goddamn truth. Y'all just don't like it. But let me give you some examples of what complaining really looks like. Ready? Here we go. We gotta close the border, secure our border, bro. They're coming across. They're taking our jobs. That wasn't black people saying that shit. Wasn't black people. Here's another one. You know, I gave my application, right? I had my resume in there. There was that guy that had a resume and an application. And when I turned mine in, he turned his in. They had to hire him because he's black. That wasn't black people doing that. Nope. Here's another one. Feminists, man, they just hate on white men. They just hate us. They hate us because we've ran and made Western civilization great, and they just don't like us. And now they want to be out in the world making their own money. They should be back in the kitchen and the bedroom. Who's that? Who is that? Hold on. Wait a minute. Transgender people are getting on my nerves, man. All of a sudden, everybody's transgender. Here's my personal favorite. Ready? Here we go. Well, you know the election was stolen. Donald Trump actually won that election. Now I'm going to show you. I'm going to go to the Capitol. All of January 6th, the storming of the Capitol was white men complaining. Yet, if we brought that shit up, it'd be like, why are you bringing up old shit? January 6th wasn't a riot, wasn't an insurrection. It was a friendly neighborhood park a gathering. I noticed y'all never talk about that though. None of what I just said. That's not complaining though, right? That's not complaining. Let black folks talk about history. All of a sudden it's complaining. So I'm gonna need you to take your extremely fucking deceptive named video with the woke mind virus and black supremacy. I'm gonna need you to take Jesse Lee Peterson, who, let me remind you, is only doing this shit to appeal to rubes like yourself. He don't believe in any of the shit that he's saying, and it's been proven that he doesn't. I'm gonna need you to take that idea black people complain about everything, and I'm gonna need you to walk away with it. Put it in your pocket and do the Bill Bixby from Incredible Hulk and walk your ass on. Why do we gotta keep carrying y'all? So sick of dumb.
Now, according to this article, black labor has been foundational to the growth of America and its economy. Enslaved people built the country's early infrastructure and produced lucrative commodities such as cotton and tobacco. Now, after emancipation, African American labor was crucial in industry, agriculture, and service. Yet the Federal Bureau of Labor Statistics, which was established in 1884, only started gathering consistent data on African workers in 1972. Now, for nearly a century, African Americans workers did not appear even as data points, let alone in meaningful policies or labor legislation. More reason why the Black History Month is there in order to celebrate black workers, their achievements, and their dedication to work, a trait often attributed to white workers. Now, we also must consider the steep challenges and structural inequalities black workers continue to face. Understanding that history contextualizes today's fight to improve and expand African Americans' access to higher paying jobs and economic success. Black people have endured a long history of discrimination, including restrictions from unions. Companies use black workers as strike breakers to misdirect white workers' anger and frustration. New Deal programs excluded black agricultural and domestic workers, and 1990s progressive public benefits legislation such as the Social Security Act was actually pro-white legislation that neglects black workers, especially women. Now, black workers' high labor force participation has propelled American economic growth, often at extremely low pay. As the 1619 Project documents, black slaves endured brutal conditions for 2 centuries in southern plantation and northern industries to build the booming American economy. Now, in the early 1900s, over 1 million African Americans joined the Great Migration to fill jobs in the steel, automobile, shipbuilding, and other heavy industries. W.E.B. described this pivotal movement of American capitalism. The giant forces of water and of steam were harnessed to do the world's work, and black workers of American bent at the bottom of a growing pyramid of commerce and industry. Now, white employers underpaid and segregated black workers, subjecting them to discrimination and hostility. We must recognize their labor, whether caring for children or turning out machines into a factory, as important parts of America's growth. Black workers have also been at the forefront of resistance, urgency, change, and solidarity with other workers. While history books and the BLS may not have covered these events, African Americans have led countless powerful moments of labor activism. The 1881 washerwoman strike, the 1955 March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom, and the 2019 UAW General Motors strike. We must recognize the immense structural discrimination and barriers that black people face. At the same time, celebrate the contributions of black workers to the foundation of America, its infrastructure and economy, from the first enslaved Africans to those workers and activists fighting for positive change today. Now, the history of black people's contributions to the catalog of invasions that marked the Industrial Revolution has been largely muted. This period is considered one of the most innovative eras in world history, seeing the birth of major advances in agriculture, transportation, communications, manufacturing, and electricity that fueled rapid economic growth. But after all this, it is widely believed that black Americans did not participate in the Industrial Revolution, as suggested by several published papers. Likewise, contemporary estimates report that black people are much less likely to become inventors than palm color people, Asian Americans, and immigrants. Not forgetting Reverend Jesse Lee, who mentioned that as well. Kindly share your thoughts on what you think about that conversation a sister had with Reverend Jesse. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video as I bring you another interesting video.